Have you ever held on to a problem for so long that it started to hurt? Not because it got heavier, but because you never let it go. One day, a wise teacher picked up a simple glass of water and taught his students a life-changing lesson about stress, overthinking, and the power of putting the glass down. What he said next completely changed the way they saw life. Have you ever carried a problem in your mind for so long that it started to hurt? Not because the problem got worse, but because you never let it go. One day, a wise teacher picked up a simple glass of water and taught his students a lesson that changed how they saw stress, life, and peace forever. This is that story. In a bright and bustling city, where the noise of cars mixed with the laughter of children, there lived a wise and respected teacher named Sir David. He wasn't just known for his knowledge, but for his way of explaining the hardest lessons in the simplest words. He could turn a simple moment into a mirror for life itself. His students admired him deeply. They didn't just see him as a teacher, but as a guide, someone who helped them understand not just books, but also their own hearts. One warm morning, Sir David entered the classroom with a calm smile. The students could tell, today something special was about to happen. He didn't open a book. He didn't write on the board. Instead, he lifted a glass of water. "Tell me," he said, his eyes scanning the curious faces, "how much do you think this glass weighs?" Immediately, voices filled the room. 200 grams, shouted one. 300, said another. Maybe 350, sir, guessed a third. Sir David nodded, amused. All great guesses, he said softly. But the truth is, I don't really know. The students looked confused. If the weight wasn't important, then what was? Sir David raised the glass again and continued. If I hold this glass for 2 minutes, what will happen? Nothing, sir, a few answered together. Right, he nodded. But what if I hold it for 2 hours? One student replied, your arm will start to ache. It'll get tired. Sir David smiled again. Good. And what if I hold it for an entire day? A clever student laughed. Your arm will go numb. You might even need a doctor. The class chuckled. Sir David placed the glass down and asked, so tell me, has the weight of the glass changed? All together they replied, no, sir. He looked around and said gently, then why does my arm hurt? The room went silent. After a moment, one brave student whispered, because you held it for too long. Sir David's eyes softened. Exactly, he said. Life's problems are just like this glass. If you think about them for a short while, nothing much happens, but if you hold on to them longer, they start to hurt. He paused, letting his words sink in. And if you carry them all day, every day, they will completely exhaust you. The classroom grew quiet. Some students lowered their eyes. They knew exactly what he meant, because each of them was holding a glass of their own. Worries, expectations, regrets, all the invisible weights we carry without realizing it. Sir David continued. The weight of the glass never changed. Just like the weight of your problems, what changes is how long you hold them. Overthinking doesn't make them lighter. Worrying doesn't make them disappear. It only makes you weaker. He took a slow breath, then placed the glass gently on the table. To stop the pain, he said, you must put the glass down. Those simple words hit the students harder than any lecture could. It wasn't just about a glass of water. It was about life itself. As the class ended, no one rushed out. They sat quietly, reflecting on their own lives. How many times had they held on to anger, to fear, to something that happened years ago? Some smiled softly. Others wiped their eyes. That day they understood something powerful. Peace isn't found when problems disappear. It's found when you decide to let them go. So if life ever feels heavy, ask yourself, what are you still holding on to? Put the glass down. Take a breath. And remember, sometimes letting go is the first step to peace. Because some burdens in life are only heavy because we refuse to put them down. You've been listening to The Timeless Words, where every story teaches not just English, but the language of life.